Welcome to Shirt School Live. This is the live show where we review your stores. We provide honest and relevant feedback to help you grow your Shopify business, your Shopify stores. We mainly talk about t-shirts, apparel, print on demand, that kind of stuff. I'm so excited to be with you today and have a huge announcement for you today. And I'm going to make you wait a little bit longer. I'm not going to give it to you right here at the beginning because I do want to teach a little bit today. I want to teach you something really, really cool. So I hope that you'll forgive me because I was planning on reviewing stores and I decided about an hour ago, I was like, you know what? I really want to teach this and it will go right along with everything that I want to show you today. So what I'm going to teach you today is really going to help you when it comes to getting more from your advertisements, from your Facebook ads, your Instagram ads, getting more from your website, and identifying maybe where your kind of sales process is broken so that you can fix it if you're not getting the sales and the results that you want. So I'm very excited about that. Before we jump into any of that, I want to say hi to people in the comments. I see some people that I love. What is up, Dana? How are you doing? Good. Glad that you are here. Mini Bike Apparel, Josh Stover, my guy is here. What is up? Quiet Pirate, looking forward to the big surprise. It's coming. It's coming. Brian says, bring the heat, Carrie. What is up, Brian? I got to meet Brian in person this week. Like, how often do you get to meet somebody in person that you only talk to through text on the internet? It's just like, it's such a weird thing. But I got to meet Brian this week. It was so good to meet you, Brian. And I'm glad you are here today. Hopefully I get to meet a lot more of you. And I'll tell you guys about that in a minute. James, good morning, Carrie Egler. Okay, you said good morning. It is 2 p.m. here in the Oklahoma. So you must be... Where would you be that it's morning? Are you outside of the United States, James? Not sure. Joseph, hi from Plano, Texas. What is up from Tulsa, Oklahoma? Glad you are here. Dodd says, hi, Carrie. What is up, Dodd? Tom G, what is up? What is up, my man? Runnerisms, what's up, Jason? Jason is here. John Chamberlain is here. Dodd says, will you be at Funnel Hacking Live next week? Yes, I will. I will be at Funnel Hacking Live next week. I will be there. I get in Tuesday afternoon. So hopefully I see you there. I assume that's why you're asking. Shalom from Colorado. Randy here. What is up, Randy? Good to have you. Dave from Pittsburgh. What is up? Howdy from Houston. All right, that's enough. That's enough with that. All right, let's get those off the screen here. Okay, so small recap about my week. It's been wild. It's been wild. So the thing that I'm going to be revealing today and talking to you about, I have been working on relentlessly for about the last month. And it's just been a lot of work. And so I'm really excited to get it out into the world and for you guys to actually experience it, see it, use it. Because I've been working so hard on it. I don't remember ever working this hard on anything since I launched Shirt School. So Shirt School, you guys probably know it's our A to Z kind of premium program, our signature program. It's the whole entire starting from scratch all the way to scaling up. And so it's got a lot of stuff in it, but I have not worked as hard on something as I have this new thing since we launched Shirt School, which is actually, oddly enough, is 2 years old in a couple weeks. We launched Shirt School for the first time 2 years ago. On, I believe, September 30th. It will be 2 years. So that is pretty crazy. So I don't remember working this hard since I launched Shirt School. So I have been working nights. I've been staying up late. I've been canceling appointments, canceling meetings, skipping lunches, working on this so I can show it to you guys. And I think that you'll really enjoy it, appreciate it. You'll get a lot out of it. And this week I know I'm rambling a little bit, but on Tuesday I got a chance to speak at an event live in person called Shirt Lab Live. And there was a bunch of screen printers and t-shirt people from the industry there. It was in Fort Worth outside of Dallas. And I got to speak like on stage in front of people, not just on the internet, which was pretty cool. And that's how I met Brian this week. And Brian's been a part of the Shirt School community for a really long time, but I finally got to meet Brian in person, and that was really cool. So it was just cool meeting somebody in person that you only see, on live streams and that kind of thing. So, but it was a really good experience speaking this week, talking to some people in the industry, had a really great time. Then I came back to Tulsa, drove back to Tulsa, and I have literally like probably working 15 hours a day to get this ready for today to give to you guys and let you see it. So before I have the announcement, I want to teach you a little bit today. So I said that at the beginning. I want to teach you something today that I think is really going to help you with your business, with your e-commerce business, your Shopify stores, all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to do that before I talk about the announcement and the what's coming out today. But I did say at the beginning, just wanted to reiterate, we normally review stores most of the time on this show. Sometimes we break from that. A couple weeks ago, we had a guest speaker on and so forth. And so today I decided let's take a break from reviewing stores because I want to teach something and then talk about this announcement. So I hope that you'll forgive me for not reviewing stores today. But, from time to time, this is my show, right? This is my show. I get to do what I want, So, whatever. But I want it to be entertaining and helpful. That is the goal. So anyways, I want to teach you something today. I'm going to get my iPad. And I want to encourage you to stay on with me. Really take this in, soak it in when I'm going to teach you, because it's a lesson that really applies to pretty much any internet business. And I'm going to specifically talk about e-commerce businesses, but it's really a high level lesson that you can learn that will help you in any internet business that you ever start. And so it's really, really good. And it's going to lead into, like I said, the announcement for today. So I'm going to share my iPad screen. And what I'm going to talk to you about today, I don't have a fancy name for this. You could call it kind of a funnel checkup or a sales process checkup. But here's what I'm going to teach you today is going to do. It's going to help you identify where you are losing sales, okay? It's going to help you identify what part of the customer journey is turning people off and where you are potentially losing sales. Okay, so I'm going to draw 3 squares here. And this is going to represent your sales process or your sales journey. We're going to call it sales funnel. Okay, I'm trying to avoid saying the word sales funnel because I don't want to call it a sales funnel. But we're going to call it a sales funnel. And for you guys that are kind of like in the online funnel world, I don't want you to think of like a click funnel. Okay, this is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your sales journey. How you take somebody from completely cold and knows nothing about your online store, your online business, over to a customer. Okay, now in your head, that probably feels like a long and complicated journey, that it's really difficult when you're trying to figure out, like, I'm running ads, but I'm not getting sales, or I'm trying to do all these emails and social media and I'm not getting sales. Why am I not getting sales? And it feels like this complicated, there's so many things to like fix and check on and try to make sure are working. But what's really cool is when you really simplify the sales journey, or Brad said a sales stream, the customer journey or the sales funnel that they have to go through from being cold and not knowing anything about your business to becoming a hot customer that's buying from you. There's really only 3 main parts in an e-commerce business. So I'm going to put e-commerce up here, because we're going to talk about basically kind of a Shopify or cart style sales funnel. Okay, and all of you guys, if you have a store, if you have a Shopify store, okay, or you have a whatever store, I'm trying to think of the other e-commerce platforms. That's how much I don't use them, because I can't even think of them. I only think of Shopify, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, right? Or you have a Wix store, whatever kind of store you have a sales funnel. Okay, so again, we're not talking about a click funnel. If you have a store, you have a sales funnel. The first part of your funnel is traffic, okay? Traffic. The second part of your funnel is the product page. I'm going to explain that a little bit more here in just a minute. And the third part of your sales funnel is the checkout. Hope you get a kick out of that one. Is the checkout, okay? This is, when we really break it down, there's only 3 parts of this journey that a customer goes through to become, or a potential customer goes through to become a customer of your store. Okay, number 1, traffic. So let's talk about these a little bit. Let's kind of define these. Traffic is anywhere that you are trying to drive people to your website, right? So it might be Facebook ads, it might be Instagram ads, it might be TikTok ads, it might be Pinterest, it might be email, it might be organic social media, it might be influencers, right? But traffic is anywhere that you are sending people to your store, okay? You're trying to get people over to your store. For most of you guys, that's probably going to be social media. It's probably going to be Facebook and Instagram advertising. It's probably going to be email marketing. Hopefully you're doing email marketing. If you're not, start. But that's going to be your traffic. Okay, the second part is your product page right here in the middle. Now, what you might be thinking is, hey, Carrie, I always send people to some of you guys might be thinking, I send people to the front of my store. My website is, FloridadadTees.com. I always send them to the front of my store, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to stop doing that, okay? I want you to know that if you're doing that, that is a mistake. You'll always need to be sending your traffic to a product page, okay? You always need to be sending your traffic straight to the product. What happens is, guys, is in our sales funnel, the more pieces that we put, the more obstacles we put in front of the customer, the lower our sales are, okay? So if we send people to the front of our store and they have to surf around for a product and they have to click on the product and they have to go to the product page and they have to click add to cart, they have to do all the things, it's too long and we'll lose people, right? So we want to lessen the steps, okay? So if you want to have, the first tip here of the day is if you want your marketing, anywhere that you're sending traffic, your advertising, your email, all that kind of stuff to be more effective, very simple tip. Always make sure you're linking directly to a product page, okay? To a product page, to a specific product, not a collection, not the front of your store, to a specific product. Can I just get a quick yes in the comments if you guys are following me so far? Does everybody know what a product page is? Do you understand kind of what I'm saying here? Let me take a quick minute and take a drink of water. If you're not understanding, please say no because I'll explain it a little bit more, but just let me know in the chat if you're tracking with me, if you kind of understand what I'm talking about. Yes. Okay, I see some yeses. All right, so I'm going to keep rolling. Good. Okay, so we're tracking so far. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. All right, so that's the second part is our product page, okay? So we got traffic. We send that traffic to the product page, okay? Now, when somebody's on the product page, the next thing that they do is they go to the checkout, right? They click the add to cart button, they go over to the checkout page, and that is where they put in their credit card information. A lot of times they're shipping there. Okay, so I want you to think about your Shopify store. These are really the only three things that you need to fix if something is not working. Okay? So right now, if you are running a Shopify store and you're not seeing the sales that you want or the conversion that you want, when we talk about conversion, we're talking about what percentage of people land on the product page and turn into a sale. That conversion rate needs to be about 2%, 1 to 2% minimum. So if we have 100 people land on this product page, we want to get 1 to 2 sales, okay? So if we are not getting people to check out, there are only 3 things that we can fix to improve that, okay? There are only 3 things: traffic, product page, or checkout. If there are other things that are not listed here, you need to eliminate those things, okay? So the question becomes, how do we fix these things? How do we find out what is broken in this process? Is it my traffic? Is it my product page? Is it my checkout? What is broken? Okay, what is broken? So that's what I'm going to go into next is how do we figure out what is broken? All right, the first thing, before we do that, let's define what the goal is of each of these elements, okay? Traffic. We're going to get our green out. Traffic is clicks. Okay, so when we're talking about your advertising, okay? So you're running an ad on Facebook and you've got that ad running. There is all these different objectives, there's all these different things going on with the ad. But at the end of the day, the goal of your Facebook ad is to get clicks to your website. That's the goal, because somebody's scrolling on their phone and they're looking at their feed and there's your ad pops up. And the only thing they can do on that ad to continue down your sales funnel, down your sales process, is click on the button and click over to your website. So the goal of our ads, of our traffic, even our emails, our social media posts, all that stuff, is to get clicks. We want people to click, right? All right. What is the goal of our product page? There is one goal of our product page, and that is add to carts. Okay, and there is one goal of our checkout, and that is purchase. Okay, pretty simple. Pretty simple, right? These are the goals of each of these places in our sales funnel. Let's review one more time. Your advertising, your marketing, wherever you're getting traffic from, the one goal, if you send an email out to your list, the one goal of that email is to get a click to your product page, okay? When somebody lands on your product page, the only goal of that product page is to get them to click the add to cart button. How can we get them to click the add to cart button? We're not trying to get a sale on the product page. We're just trying to get an add to cart, right? We're just trying to get them to click the add to cart button. All right, we move to our checkout. So once somebody adds to cart, they hit that add to cart button. We go over to the checkout, right? And right there, we select how, a shipping charge. If there's a shipping charge, we put in our credit card information, okay? And then we click complete purchase. So the goal of the checkout is to get a purchase. All right, so let's start breaking these down. And I'm actually gonna start with the checkout, okay? Because the checkout, most of you guys watching this, I would say 90% of you watching this, your checkout is probably not broken. Okay, Shopify does a really good job of giving you a really functioning, good working checkout. And so it's probably not broken. There's not much that can go wrong in the checkout. But I do want to tell you this. When we talk about checkout, if you are getting a lot of add to carts, but you're not getting purchases, usually it's due to shipping. People are getting hung up on the shipping, but you also need to test it on mobile. Okay, because what I find is that a lot of times if your checkout is broken, it might be something on mobile that's just not flowing, and most of your traffic is coming from mobile phones. But these are really, there's not much else you can really fix in your checkout. You might have, the only other thing I can think of is you might have too many pop-ups, okay? If you have like pop-up upsells, that's okay, but maybe if you're getting a lot of add to carts and not getting purchases, maybe remove those pop-ups and see if it improves. But there's not much that you can really do on this checkout page, okay? And 9 times out of 10, if your checkout is broken, it's just your shipping. Your shipping is too high, and you probably need to try free shipping or lower it, okay? So that's pretty much all there is to shipping. Like I said, the majority of, to checkout. That's pretty much all there is to your checkout. Most of the time, it's shipping. Shipping is the cause of low purchases, okay? And I would say out of 100 stores that I see that aren't getting sales, maybe 2 have issues with the checkout. So for 95% of you guys, the checkout is not going to be a problem. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of the checkout. So for most of you guys, the checkout is not going to be your problem if you're not getting sales. Okay. Now let's talk about traffic real quick for a second. Now traffic, again, the goal of your ad is just to get clicks. So we could talk about ads all day, but here's what I find. Again, here's what I find. The majority, and I see hundreds of stores every month. I would say every month I probably look at over 100 stores. Okay, and I work with our accelerator students, which are higher ticket. They pay for kind of personal coaching. I work with our Shirt School students. I do these store reviews each week. What I see with ads is that it's usually not the ad that is broken. Okay, if we were to put a number on it, I would say maybe 20 out of 100, it's the ad problem. Why you're not getting sales 20% of the time. Okay? So let's try to make this a little bit let's make this a little bit simpler here. So we would say, oops, I'm erasing. On our checkout, let's put a little square around that again. Woo! My pencil's not working. There we go. On our checkout, we'll say this is 2% is broken. Move that up a little bit. 2% of these checkout that I see is broken. Why can I not? I'm just going green. Sorry, guys. Excuse my wife's like a pencil pro, so I'm letting her down right now. 2%. okay? On our traffic, out of 100 stores that I look at, it's probably about 20%. Okay? So we're going to X out these two because there's not much that can go wrong with the ad. To be honest, there's not much that can go wrong with the ads. Now, for instance, yeah, there's a lot that goes into Facebook advertising and Instagram advertising, right? There's a lot that goes in it, and we have programs that teach how to have effective ads, and we have strategies that teach you how to have effective ads. But if I look at 100 stores, I would say about 20% of those actually have an advertising problem, because there's only one goal of your ads, and that is to get clicks. So I want to tell you right now, if you're running Facebook and Instagram ads and you're getting clicks at $1 or less, $1.50 or less, your sales problem is probably not related to your ads, okay? It's probably not related to your ads, and that's the truth. So what does that leave? That leaves, what do we got, 22% here? That leaves about 78% of problems right here on the product page. This is where the problems lie, are right here in the product page. Because guess what, guys? There is so much that can go wrong on your product page. There is so much that can be wrong on your product page. There are a lot of different things that could be causing low conversion rates and low sales from your product page. With your ads, there's not much to it. It's some text and a video or a picture. That's it. With your checkout, there's not much to it. They've already added the cart. They're already ready to check out. So it's really just your shipping is the main thing that could be causing low sales. But on your product page, guess what? There's all kinds of stuff, right? There's all kinds of stuff going on your product page. We got titles, we got descriptions, we got photos, we got all pop-ups, we got all these things happening. And so what I see, again, looking at hundreds of stores each month and all the time, most of the time, I would venture to say 70, 80% of the time, the issue is not with the ads. The issue is not with the checkout. The issue is with the product page. Whew! I get passionate. I get fired up, okay? I don't know what's going on down here on my iPad. Let me see if I can get rid of this. There we go. All right. Shipping. Okay, so let's talk about the product page. So the product page, right? Again, we have all these different things going on the product page. So here's what I did. Working with, again, thousands. We have over 1,500 paid students in our programs from all around the world. Through our Launch Your Brand Challenge, we taught over 15,000 people how to start and launch a online apparel business. I say that because I'm trying to let you know how many stores I look at. I look at so many stores that my brain hurts a little bit, okay? And I consistently keep seeing this problem. The product page. Not the ads, not the checkout, it's the product page. So I came up with the solution. I've been thinking about this for literally probably the last year to 2 years, and I came up with this solution. It's called the P4 method. Because I started looking at these product pages and I started saying, okay, if the product page is the issue why you are not making sales, how can we simplify this? How can I help people fix their product page? And so what I did is I identified all the places that your product page could be broken. And when I broke it down, it came down to 4 places. You ready for this? The P4 method. Number 1, product description. Product description. Number 2, photos, mock-ups, right? Number 3, pricing. And number 4, proof. When you really break it down, guys, on your store, the things that could be broken on your product page really fall into one of these 4 categories. The problem is some of these, like your product description, like the proof, these 2 especially, I'm going to underline those, proof and product description. Those aren't always, you're not always just like, I know exactly what to fix. It's not as easy as maybe fixing an ad or fixing the checkout. These take a little more skill to get them right? To write a product description and really craft a really good product description. So again, I just keep stressing because I review these stores each week, and even as I'm reviewing these stores, what do I always talk about? I always talk about the product description. I always talk about the photos, and I always talk about the proof. Pricing is the smallest one out of all of these, but you still got to get that pricing right, okay? But this is the P4 method. And so I believe if you take this P4 method back to your store and you go fix these 4 things, you're going to see increased conversion rate. You're going to see more sales, more profits. What this is going to do is it's going to make your ads perform better, right? Because if somebody's clicking over to your website and they're getting an optimized product page, they're going to be clicking that add to cart button. And the goal of this entire P4 method right here is to get more add to carts, right? And so I want to help you solve this problem. I want to help you solve this product page add to cart problem. And so with that, it is time to announce the add to cart blueprint is now live. Add to cart blueprint, okay? And I'm going to show you the add to cart blueprint, but I want to let you know the add to cart blueprint is now live. If you would like to check it out, this is a brand new program from myself and here at Shirt School. It's only $37, guys, and this is going to help you solve this product page problem, okay? And start getting more sales, make your ads work better, right? And help you fix the problem that's actually the issue for most of you guys, okay? It's called the add to cart blueprint, and I want to show it to you today. I want to kind of go into it, but I hope that all of you guys, as many guys as possible, as many people as possible will pick this up because I've made it super affordable, $37, and I've put so much work into this. It is a very robust program, okay? First thing I want to say is if you're a Shirt School member, I know there's a lot of Shirt School students in the chat. If you're a Shirt School student, you're going to get this for free, so don't go buy it, okay? If you're a Shirt School student, it is $37 one time. Okay, $37 one time. It's just a one-time $37 deal. If you're a Shirt School student, we're going to be putting this in your bonuses area within the next few days. I'm trying my best to get it to you guys, and it's a couple steps there. I have to move some stuff over. But as a Shirt School student, you guys will have access to this, okay, for free. So don't go buy it unless you just want to contribute to my hard work. Feel free, but you will get that for free, okay? So I see a lot of you guys, Stephanie, I know Josh, Jason, I see a lot of Shirt School people, Paul, Kelly LeCoul, a lot of you guys are on and already Shirt School members. You'll get this for free, okay? So $37. Okay, so let me kind of break this down for you because there is so much inside of the add to cart blueprint, okay? I want to show it to you. All that you have to do is go to carrieegler.com/ATC, and this is the landing page that you're gonna fall on, okay? And there's some stuff here you can read more about the program and how it can help you, okay? But if we scroll down here, I want to show you what all is included somewhere. All right, so what's inside the add to cart blueprint? There are 4 workshops that are the main teaching of add to cart blueprint. Workshop number 1 is about your product description. Okay, how to write an effective product description. Workshop number 2 is about your pricing. Actually, workshop number 2 is about your photos. I got these flip-flopped. Workshop number 3 is about your pricing. Okay. Workshop number 4 is how to get social proof. Even if you don't have sales, we'll show you how to do that already. But that's not it. We have a bunch of bonuses included with the add to cart blueprint. Bonus number 1, you get all the PDF action guides. So you get PDFs that break down each workshop, give you the links, the resources that you need. Bonus number 2, this one I'm really excited about. Product page upgrade case study. This is a 50-minute training, and you can watch me implement the P4 method into a Shopify store like in real time. So I spend 50 minutes upgrading everything in that Shopify store so that you can see how the P4 method works and how I would actually implement it. So that is a really cool bonus. I think you guys are going to get a lot of value out of that. Bonus number 3 is the Funnel Fixer Upper worksheet. All right, this one I actually have to spend a moment here talking about the Funnel Fixer Upper because let me show you this real quick, guys. And I have to just kind of like tease it because it's a paid thing, so I can't like give it to you. But I want to show you this. The Funnel Fixer Upper worksheet is basically what we just covered in this training, except it's going to give you the benchmarks to look at in all the stages of your sales funnel, the traffic, the product page, and the checkout. So let me show it to you real quick. The Funnel Fixer Upper, check this out. So I put this together, and again, this will show you, you'll get this PDF in the add to cart blueprint. It's basically a red light, yellow light, green light system. So you can go to your traffic and you can look at your email open rates, your email click rates, your Facebook ads cost per purchases, your add to carts, cost per link click, add to cart conversion rate, all these things. I break it down, and I can't show too much of that because it's one of the bonuses inside of there. But you'll get that for free, and that will help you go and examine your traffic, go examine your product page, go examine your checkout, and actually see what metrics you need to be hitting. I'm going to turn that off right there. See what metrics you need to be hitting to actually fix those, okay? And so that's one of the bonuses of Add to Cart Blueprint. And the last bonus you get is a branding cheat sheet. So this is another thing these are all things that I haven't been able to teach on a lot. The branding cheat sheet is basically talks about colors and fonts and logos and different stuff like that really will help the professionalism and the credibility of your website. And so this is the Add to Cart Blueprint. Everything that you get is listed there. It's so good. I'm so excited for you to see it. That's not it though, guys. Let me show you a couple other things. You click on the button here. Another thing that I've been being asked about. Now, you guys don't have to get this, all right? And again, if you're a Shirt School member, you'll get this for free if you're already a Shirt School course member. But I've been asked about this for years, okay? So I made a 36-minute training on sales taxes. And basically, you can add that to your order for $27. It isn't a slight upsell there if you want to add the sales tax training. But this is a 36-minute training called 4-Step Sales Tax that breaks down how to file and pay your sales taxes. I know that's not the funnest thing to learn, but it is something that I know is so needed and has been needed for a long time. And so I've finally been able to put that here for you guys. And so anyways, you see over on the left everything that you get, and there's a little bit more of a breakdown here. Workshop number 1 is a 28-minute workshop. Workshop number 2, 23-minute workshop. Pricing is a 12-minute workshop. Proof is a 17-minute workshop. And then you get all the bonuses there. What I also want to let you know about Add to Cart Blueprint, another reason I'm so excited about it is because all of the content inside Add to Cart Blueprint is 100% brand new. It's 100% new. This is not, I just want to let you guys know, this is not repurposed content from the Shirt School course or anywhere else. This is all brand new content. And so I keep going back to, I just spent countless hours like putting together the slides and the content. And it's just, I'm really, really proud of it. And I really want to know what you guys think about it when you're able to get in there and really get a hold of it and start implementing it. And so I'm really excited. $37, $27 for the sales tax upgrade. There are a few other offers inside the funnel. If you want to take some of those upsells, there's an offers masterclass where you can learn about offers versus products. And then there's also the DIY workshop is in there as well. And so I'd love for you to take advantage of those as well if you'd like to. But this is a pretty incredible package. And I think not only are you guys that are not a part of Shirt School going to get a lot of value out of this, but I think you Shirt School members will get a lot of value out of it as well. I'll be giving you access because, again, it's a lot of stuff that I maybe touch on in the Shirt School course, but it goes in depth on this specific problem. Again, Shirt School covers everything. Like, it's the whole A to Z, but this program is really diving in specifically on this one problem of your product page, fixing that product page. And so this is for e-commerce sellers of all types. It's not specific to just t-shirts. So if you happen to be watching this, you're not selling t-shirts or you're not selling apparel, this will help you. This will help you. It is for all e-commerce, and I love it. So I'm excited. My phone's already blown up because I know a lot of you guys have already been jumping in there and buying it. So thank you so much for doing that. It validates my work because I have worked so incredibly hard on it, and I'm really, really excited for it to be out to the world. Anyways, with that being said, I'd love to take some questions. What do you guys think about this? About this kind of method here that I've shared on my iPad of these three things. What questions do you maybe have around that, or what questions do you have about the program that I can maybe answer for you? I really did my best to just break down this product page issue into this P4 method. It's these 4 things. You go fix those 4 things, and it's going to fix a lot of problems for you guys. So do you guys have any questions around your sales funnel or anything that you think I'm missing here or anything that I can help you out with? Some of the comments we've got here, if we have any questions, I'm happy to hang out and just answer some questions. All right. Ronnie says good stuff. Thank you, Ronnie. Stephanie says, yay, thanks, Carrie. Ian says, thank you. Ronnie says, yay. Stephanie says, this is fantastic. This is fabulous. I'm going to try to get you Shirt School guys access to this today because I know a lot of you Shirt School guys are on here and you're probably like, I really want to see this and you don't have it yet because we haven't put it in the Shirt School members area yet. So I'm going to try to get that to you today and just look in your email. Keep eyes on your email as I grant you access to that. John says, I'm in. Quiet Pirate says, I'm in. Josh is a Shirt School member, but Josh went ahead and purchased anyways. I appreciate that very much, my man, for supporting the cause. Buy it and get some meat in the game. This will pay for itself easily. Yeah, it's really good stuff. Dodd says, I just bought it. I'm excited to dive into it. Kelly Lecule says, yes, yes. One of my favorite guys right there. Bob says, just what I needed. Tom G says, super easy to understand presentation. Thank you. You're very welcome, Tom. Hopefully this is helpful to you. Dodd says, I like the simplicity of boiling the focus down to these three things. Brian says, purchase. Come on, baby. Love it, Brian. James says, great job, Carrie. I appreciate that very much. And yeah, you know what? I want to touch on what Dodd said, breaking it down to these three things. I am a big fan of simplifying this whole game. Because again, guys, looking at so many stores, I just noticed the same patterns, right? You notice the same patterns throughout these stores when you're able to look at so many of them. And my goal with Shirt School and with everything we do here is to continue to solve problems for our community and for the people discovering me on YouTube, looking for information on YouTube, looking for answers to their questions. I want to answer those questions. And so that's what led me to create the sales tax training, because I've been being asked about sales tax for 2 years, like every single day. Somebody asks about sales tax. One thing that's on my list that I haven't covered yet is copyrights and trademarks. For 2 years, I've been saying, I don't want to talk about copyrights and trademarks. And so I'm starting to move that direction where I have to go educate myself if I'm not educated, or I have to bring in an expert to teach on it. And then I can bring these programs to you guys to help simplify this stuff for you. And so that's the whole goal. And I just want to go back to Dodd's message here. You guys have to simplify everything. Simplify the whole process that you are doing. Don't make this e-commerce thing difficult. Make it as easy as possible. And that's my goal with this whole thing. James says, hey, Carrie, just got the cart blueprint program. Thanks. You're very welcome, James. Please, you guys, let me know what you think of the content in there. I specifically want you guys to, you guys that are buying it, just bought it, looking forward to making some changes. Definitely, obviously, go through the main thing there. But I would say the next thing to go to is go to the product page upgrade case study. Let me see if I can show you that real quick. A little bit of that. Go to that case study because I think it's cool for you guys to see like the presentation, right? And like the slides and everything that I have, which is fine. But it's another thing to see me actually implement it, okay? Actually go and do it. So let me show you what I mean real quick. We're talking about, so in the add to cart bonuses area, let me show my screen here for that. I had to kind of go search for it. All right, so in the add to cart blueprint bonuses area, go check out this product page upgrade case study, okay? And this is a 50-minute training, and I'm gonna have to turn my volume down, but you can actually see me go in and do this and upgrade the photos and how I approach that. And it's 50 minutes long, so it's very in-depth. You kind of see me stumble through it. I make some upgrades to the page, but you can see kind of what the page looks like when I'm done with it there. It looks like a pretty awesome page once I'm done. It's got reviews, it's got upgraded mock-ups, it's got upgraded product description, all kinds of stuff in there to really take those product pages to the next level. And so I want you guys definitely to check out this case study here once you get inside of there. It's really, really good. Again, the funnel fixer upper worksheet is really good. There's the branding cheat sheet. You have PDF guides for all of this stuff right here. So you look at those PDF guides and it gives you all the key points as well as any links that you may need. And then the main course obviously is in the add to cart blueprint area, and it's mainly 4 workshops broken down into those 4 P's. So anyways, I'm rambling on. I'm excited about it, so I'm like just talking about it. Yeah, Paul says, ready to make offers my customers can't refuse. So guys, I don't know why I made that face. There is once you get the add to cart blueprint, there is an upsell in there if you want it. You guys don't have to take it, but if you want it, there's an upsell for the products to offers masterclass. The masterclass I did or a class I did for our accelerator students, and that's in the funnel if you want that upgrade. Just so you know, if you want to learn how to make sexy offers, irresistible offers, that is in there. I highly recommend that. But yeah, Paul's learning a lot right now, and Paul is awesome. All right, so okay, Dot says, what's the solution to using one brand domain name to be used for both a funnel and a Shopify site? Yeah, that's a great question, Dot. Actually, what's funny is somebody asked that question earlier this week in the Shirt School group. So the solution to that is you need to use a subdomain, okay? Subdomain. So what you want to do is your Shopify store should be your main website. So let's say it's like carriestees.com, right? carriestees.com. Then what you can do is you can make a subdomain for your funnels. That's what I do. This is the best solution I found. So if you're doing like a click funnel, you can do something like free.carriestees.com or offer.carriestees.com, but it's a subdomain. And so that's how I recommend setting it up, is just having a subdomain. And you can make as many of those as you want, and that's the best solution. So that way it still looks branded, it still looks professional, and it's still your same domain. So I can have carriestees.com, but then I can also have, specialoffer.carriestees.com, that kind of thing. So hopefully that makes sense, Dodd. All right. Joseph says, you said not to send people to collections. What if you have similar designs and cannot combine them in one product page? Yeah, I guess sometimes you can send them to the collection page. My point is that if you send people to collection pages, you won't have as good of conversion as you could have as sending them to the product page. What you might consider, Joseph, is sending people to a product page and then maybe having some of those related products down there at the bottom could be a potential solution. But in all my years of testing, you're just always going to have the highest conversion sending people directly to a product page. And what I also find is that a lot of times, especially when we're talking about t-shirts or apparel, a lot of times we have one or two colors that are like the most popular, and we don't need all those additional options. And so, you can send people to the product page, but or to the collection page, but adding those additional steps may decrease your conversion. You're not going to see as high of conversion as you will if you just send them straight to the product page. Joseph says, for example, different graphics on the same shirt, but same graphic, but different font color. Yeah. There are ways to combine those. Well, another thing that you can do though, Joseph, is you can also add a link like in the product description that says want other colors. Maybe click this link to go over to the other product page. That's a potential option. Maybe put the related products down there at the bottom. But I always send to the product page, and that's what I highly recommend in like 99% of the cases. Quiet Pirate, I may skip pickleball practice tomorrow to study up. Quiet Pirate, you are officially the coolest person on this live stream because you play pickleball. That is awesome. I don't play pickleball. I do play tennis though from time to time. Love playing some tennis. I also love racquetball, but I never get to play. All right. Brad says, I'm digging deep into Shirt School. Love it. Looks like Khan Academy style playlist courses. I don't know what that means. I hope that's a good thing, though. Hope that's a good thing. All right. Let's see. Okay. What was the product designing page you advertised as a part of your program? Is this a program for Shirt School students? I don't remember. The product designing page. I don't know what you're referring to, Tom. Maybe give me a little bit more information. The new program that's launching today, though, called Add to Cart Blueprint, if you are a Shirt School member, you will get access to that. You might be talking about, I don't know. Shirt School is our higher, a little bit like our signature program. It costs a lot more than Add to Cart Blueprint. There's a ton more stuff in there. And here's a quick hint: if you're not a Shirt School member, there might be some special stuff inside Add to Cart Blueprint to become a Shirt School member. Just throwing that out there. We don't want to keep that secret. But I'm not sure I understand the question there, Tom. Maybe give me some. I just don't know which program maybe you're referring to there. Mini Bike Apparel, my man. Josh says, send them to the product page always. Let them add to cart, then they can shop around. Yeah, people will shop around if they want other stuff. That's another great point to Joseph's question. But I totally agree with what Josh is saying here. Is like people are smart. They know how to work the store. They'll shop around if they want to shop around. And And then Josh says, my ad testing supports my theory on that anyways. Yep, totally. Congruency. The landing page should be similar to the ad. Yeah, absolutely. That's a very good point. That's a very good point, Jeff. Congruency. If you're running an ad on Facebook and Instagram or whatever it may be, you always want to make sure that you're sending them to a relevant product page. So what Jeff is saying here too is if you send somebody to the front of your store from a Facebook ad, they're going to be like, I wanted that t-shirt. Why am I on the front of your store, right? So congruency. That's a very important. As you lead them down the sales funnel, you want to lead them to the right places. Tom says, what was the product designing program you advertised? Is this program already available as a Shirt School student, or do they need to purchase as an upsell, as an add-on? I don't remember ever having a product designing program where we could literally design shirts. I don't know. Maybe Place It or like Canva. I don't own those platforms, but yeah, I'm not sure. I don't have any other program for that, Tom. It sounds like maybe an additional software that it doesn't belong to me. Yeah, Quiet Pirate says maybe make Canva. Tom G says $81. I think maybe you're talking about Place It. I think you're talking about Place It. We don't own Place It. That's just we're an affiliate for Place It, and we like that software. But Khan Academy is a tutoring website that started as a YouTuber that Bill Gates funded with $1 billion. Whoa, that is a big compliment. Thank you, Brad. Appreciate that, man. I'll take it. I'll take it. People were able to delete, colorize, add, use different fonts. Yeah, probably Canva or Place It. Oh, no, there's Photopea, but that's free. I assume if it was $81, it was Place It probably, because that sounds about right. Place It. Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to give you one last opportunity here. If you've not already grabbed the Add to Cart Blueprint, I've made it so incredibly cheap for you. Go to carrieegler.com/ATC. If Caitlin's watching, if you could drop that link in the comments one more time. We'll be posting this to our social media. We'll be putting this out in your email, all that kind of stuff. But man, Add to Cart Blueprint is live. I'd love for you guys to go see it as soon as possible. Go check it out. www.carrieegler.com/ATC. It's $37. If you want that sales tax training, that's $27. Come on. It's awesome. I got one more question here. James says, hey, Carrie, although T-Launch hasn't had shirts in stock, order shirts from a local supplier, selling them through my Facebook page until they get it sorted out. Thanks for all you do. Hey, that's awesome, James. Keep it rolling. Doing a great job. You guys go get the Add to Cart Blueprint. Let me know if you have any questions. support@shirtschool.com or post in the Facebook group, Shirt School Facebook group. Those are the best way to get questions answered regarding our programs and that kind of thing. Go check it out. Go get in there. So excited for you guys to see.